I designed the sweetest little folio card for Day of the Dead, and I tried to make it as simple as possible so it would be quick for you to do. And I've tied it with this fun velvet bow, and so I'll move this out of the way so we can look inside, see this great skull and this tag on the inside that's peeking out. So we open it up, and the first thing we see is this wonderful woman here. I'm going to call her the bride. And it's a deep pocket, and she's covered in glitter tulle. And then here is the big tag. I backed it with a line paper because it was available, and I just loved the way it added some black to the whole design. So let's slot that back in here. The next page is vellum. I love to add vellum paper to a project. It just softens everything, and I love this skull surrounded by the roses. Then we turn that, and there's another deep pocket with a little short pocket here that's been embossed. Some fun things on the inside. They're kind of garnished, so to speak, with little pearls. And then I'll pull out this big guy back here. It's a skeleton, just simply embellished with a flower at the top, and again, some lined paper. And then the back has a flip out. I think this is the groom. And it looks like this. Here's a small pocket with some little fun things stuck inside. And then here is a side pocket. I think that's the mother of the bride, I'm guessing. And inside here is the birthday card. And it has a fun little cat and best wishes on the inside. And then I created this little side pocket here, so in the future we could add a gift card maybe. Wouldn't that be sweet? So I had fun making that, and if you're interested in the construction, it follows immediately after. This is the construction zone for my Day of the Dead folio. It's going to end up being a birthday card, which seems kind of odd for a Day of the Dead theme, but people do actually have their birthdays on Day of the Dead. So I've printed out these digitals, and I've surrounded myself with my pink stuff to get some inspiration. And I've downsized this digital, which is made for 8.5 by 11 or US size paper, to 80%. So it'll be a little bit more petite, like about the size of my hand. So I'm working with some pretty skulls. I love this lady here in kind of this flowy lace nightgown or whatever it is. Maybe it's her bridal dress. Here's this dapper guy. Maybe that's the intended, I'm not sure. And let's see. Found some ephemera that I can use. And I can use these for journaling cards. And I've printed all of the backs with the available background paper, rather than leaving it plain and having to stamp it up. And I think that's going to make things go faster for me. I've cut out all my digitals, and as you can see, these were designed to be journal pages, so they all have this kind of little line going there to help you tell where the center is. And I'm just going to go with that. I'm not going to fight it. I'll work it into my card somehow. So when I cut this down, it ends up being 8 3/4 inches wide, approximately, and for height, 6 3/4, right? And I found the ink I'm going to use. I'm going to use black soot and some pink. And I've tested out the Ranger Sponge Sugar against the Memento Angel Pink. and I like the angel pink better. This is what you get with the spun sugar. It's kind of powdery, and this is what you get with the Memento angel pink. It's a little deeper, so that's what I'm going to use. So my decision now is, do I want to have a spine or just fold this in half? Because I've decided this is going to be my cover. And I think I'm usually sorry if I don't put at least some kind of a spine. So I'm going to do either like a 1/16 of an inch or a 1/4 of an inch. And it'll just take a little bit of the real estate from here and here, but I don't think it'll be that noticeable. So the spine's done. Let me show you. It's about a 1/4 of an inch. Can you see that? It's kind of hard to do a skinny spine and get it right. So the first thing I want to do on the inside is make a big pocket here. And I've selected this pretty gal here. She's sexy. I'm going to cut this in half and then trim this down a little bit so it fits here. And then I'll glue her on 3 sides, put a divot up here so she'll become a long pocket. So let me get my cutting tool for that. Okay, stop the presses. Because I have a spine that's a 1/4 of an inch means I have license now to add a little thickness. And I think I'll add some of this glitter tool. Can you see how lovely it is? I'm just going to put it on the front of the pocket. And I'll just cut, a rectangular piece and then just glue the edges on the reverse. It's not going to make it that much thicker, but I think it's going to be delightful. So, sure glad I caught myself before I started my glue down. The glitter tool pocket has been added. Isn't she pretty? So, I want to do another pocket here, a tall one. So I've cut out this piece and it'll go right here. And although this pumpkin is nice, I like this cat better. So I cut this off of another piece that I had, and I'm going to use this as a pocket, and I'm going to glue it right down here. So this will be a long pocket with a divot up here so that a tag can go back there. But before I put that down, I thought a piece of vellum would be nice. I love vellum. So I printed out this beautiful skull on this vellum. I'm going to score it right here so I end up with a little flap. And this flap is going to affix on the back side of this. Right? That's the plan. So that when you open it up, you see this beautiful girl and you see this page here before you see that pocket. So that's the next part that I'm going to be working on. I decided to make the vellum sheet the same size as the pocket. Your choice would be to make it the same size as your folio, but then you would have some of this showing here and here, and I didn't like that idea, so I just made it to fit that pocket. So you can see that I've scored it, folded it back, it's ready to be glued into place. Did my little notch. So I'll be gluing this down here, here, and here. So 3 sides. The pocket only, not the vellum. And I also decided to get out my embossing machine and just emboss this little cutie. Isn't that pretty? And she'll just go right here. So where's my glue? All glued now. Glued the pocket in. It's glued along here. It's nice and flat. So I will be gluing this in place and then thinking about the big tag I'm going to put here and here. I already have a couple of candidates. So we're essentially done with the inside. I want to show you what I'm doing on the back flap. I want to cover up this spider guy. He's cute, but I don't think I want any spiders. And remember the groom? I think I showed you the groom. I'm going to put him on the back. Have to right size it. He's still a little bit big. So the idea is I will score here to create a flange, and then this will be glued. The flange will be glued here. So we'll have this flap, and then on the inside, in order to cover this Mr. Spider here, I'll find another piece of paper. I haven't identified one yet, but I think I'll just put it here. Just glue it in right here. It'll cover up our flange and create a pocket. What do you think of that plan? We're almost done. See how simple this is? I've glued on the flappy page here. Pretty bouncy, huh? That is the benefit of using rigid cardstock. I love that. It's only 65 pounds, but all cardstock is not created equally, and I'm really loving the substantialness of that. So he's glued on, and I found these two pieces of paper that could be the pocket back here. I'd right size it, of course, probably make a divot so something could go there. He's not bad. I like her. Let's call her the bridesmaid. Isn't she pretty? Actually, she fits a little better because she's more narrow. Gives us more room here. I don't know if I want to shave any more off this side to make it more narrow. She might be just fine like that. I think she's the winner. I think the bridesmaid's going to be glued here. So where's my glue? It's getting pretty messy around here. I downsized this, I think, to 70%. These are the big ones I've been using, but just downsized and printed out. So I could have a little booklet for my birthday card. And how can I show you this better? How about some white paper underneath? Let's see. Yeah, this is the Tim Holtz one that I often use. It comes with little balloons and stuff. But I'm thinking maybe a different cat this time. I don't have a skeleton, so it's going to be a cat. I like how playful that one is. Isn't that one cute? Is there another contender? Let's see. I used this one recently. She's pretty cute. I might use her. And then use it with the balloons and the hat and stuff like that to decorate my card. So that's in the works. How am I going to tie off my folio? I have this velvety ribbon. I could use that. It's a little bit simple. I do have some of my seam binding, crinkle seam binding. I could really get girlish and like fashion something like that for it. Should I put this like skeleton hand on it? I don't know. I'm on the fence about that. I never know how to use my flowers, so I end up not using my little flowers. Yeah, so let me get busy on stamping up my little card. And I probably won't film that. Everybody knows Stamp 101, don't they? I wanted to wrap up by showing you the big tags, the paper that I selected. I aligned the backs with the line paper just because I loved introducing that black to it, and it was available. And then I just put a simple paper flower on the top of them. Sometimes you have to look at the whole project and say, I think I'm done. I don't think I need an eyelet. I don't think I need ribbons hanging off. I think that we're there. And here's how my little birthday card came out. I added this little side tuck in case I wanted to add a gift card at some point. And then on this, I went ahead and added another pocket here since I had that scrap and I wanted to place some other things inside. So I think we're caught up. It's been fun. Thanks for letting me share.